So when I was in 15, I went into a store called Celebrations that was here in the Springs. Um, and I purchased like two things that were my main items that have stayed with me over so many things and losing so many items. And one of them was my tarot deck, and the other one was this. It's fairy dust, but it's a little angel bottle, right, with fairy dust in it. And I've had this since I was 15. And I couldn't have imagined right before I came on, I heard Merlin say, grab your fairy dust. So that's going on, and I'm kind of setting up the portal. The cards that are coming into play for this transmission are the Lumeria deck, my female moon oracle, of course the Lumeria, and of course that's Mount Shasta, because I also felt the energy of Mount Shasta. There's a lot going on for this one. Way more than I thought there would be. I thought it was going to be silly. I'm like, I don't want to do this. My chest was kind of hurting today. So bear with me a little bit if I have a hiccup. I was feeling a little bit of pain and doing some healing. And so I'm a little tired, but I think I got this, right? Spirit's like, we got to do this. I'm like, I got this. So I have my green juice, right? My vegetable juice, my cucumber, everything in it, juice. And my water. Now, right before we came on, I also called in the Creator. And I started calling on the beings. And of course, I see the Sphinx. I see this Pharaoh. I heard Tutankhamun earlier, King Tut. And for whatever reason, I feel like he kind of left with karma, and for whatever reason, that's kind of coming up. It's almost like a way for him to clear it. And so I'm just acknowledging that at this point. In essence, that's what's coming through for it. That's what I can make sense of it. So his presence is also here. And then, of course, a whole bunch of other beings are coming through. Sandalphon, Metatron, Michael, like anybody you can. I feel like we have a house full of beings starting to come in. And I set the intention, and I lit the candles that you will see behind me that are actual candles. So those were lit with the intention of setting our bubble. With that being said, I also have the bamboo oil, okay? That was called into play, as I mentioned prior. And then my moon deck has this beautiful, I feel like it's cedar. I'm not exactly positive, but wood, actual wood box. And so I have that into play. And now I still need to call on the elements of the northeast, south, and west, they're saying. So we're going to do that as well. And I wish I could move my camera. Let's see. The ascension sphere that I have that they've drawn me to is my pyramid crystal in the middle. If I move my camera, it might mess everything up, and I don't really want to move all of this. So I'll just explain it. It's the pyramid crystal, as I've talked about and shown many times. And then I have, what is this? It's not rose quartz. Oh, what is it called? Not calcite. Is it calcite? I can't remember. The pink other one, not rose quartz. For some reason, my head is going all over the place. And then we have obsidian, my obsidian heart. I'm sure it'll come to me in the middle of nowhere like it usually does. And so I have those aligned in such a way right here. And I think I've caught you guys up so far to everything that I've had and done and been through and received. I feel like everybody's here. There's chat. Let me see the chat. I did give a passcode just in case anybody gets locked out. Yay, me too. Yes, me too. So like I said, I did bring the pass. I hope everybody has that if you need it. I think it was God's. And that's just for the live, of course. But in case anybody gets locked out, so that I don't have to worry about that, and I'm free to just channel my energy where it needs to be. One flow, cohesive journey. So first of all, Merlin is coming in very, very large, which surprised me. That was like a very much so last minute thing. And like I said, he's wanting me to use my fairy dust. So right now I am grabbing some, and I am going to very carefully, not too much, hopefully, make a mess. But I'm going to, I've never done this before. I'm going to follow his direction. Okay. And we're going to kind of, so I want you guys to already just kind of imagine allowing your energy to be free. So in essence, if you feel anything like blockages, just focus your breath there, like I talk about, and just breathe into them. And just imagine everything flowing, okay? As I start to connect you around our ascension sphere. The Galactic Council is stepping forward. Ashtar is here as well, which I finally heard that, Sananda. Okay, and the Merlin, so the way I'm seeing it is the pyramid, energy pyramid sphere. I am seeing the Sphinx, right? I have that right, the Sphinx, this, and I also hear Pharaoh with that. I feel like it does represent a Pharaoh. I'm hearing like several, honestly. It's like several pharaohs. It's like the guardian really is. There's, okay, so I'm going to explain this to you because it's coming through really quick. When I tap into this, what I see is it like opens up like a mouth. So between the legs of it, like down here at the chest of this, a lion with a face, whatever you want to call it, it's like a pharaoh. It's representing the pharaoh and also power. Okay, what does the lion represent? Power, strength, power, fierceness, right? Like this is, I'm going to, so the protector. Okay, and then apparently, which I didn't know, there's stairs. I'm seeing stairs, and that's what I've been seeing. And so that's opening up. It's like these stairs that are leading somewhere. And I feel like that's where we're going to go a little bit today. Okay. So that's coming into play. But then I see us right now sitting around the energy sphere, that portal that I talk about. It's just like the triangle. And then Merlin is like, geez, there's so much. Okay. But then he's like sitting above us. And the fairy dust is much so relevant with him. He relates to this fairy. I had no idea. How would I have known that he's kind of the one that nudged me to purchase this all those years ago? I wouldn't have until this moment. So that's really, really cool. And so I'm acknowledging that information and that essence that's coming through. I guess he's been kind of by my side for a long time too, right? Like he's one of our many troopers, but I did not really recognize that until now. Okay, so what I see him doing is he has like this staff. It's like this staff, okay? And then he also has like this cauldron thingy. There's this cauldron thingy. But at the top of the staff, it's a crystal, okay? And it's like a clear quartz crystal. And I feel like it can change colors. It can change into different essence energies as he needs it to. So it's not just a clear quartz crystal. But it's like what I'm seeing is the clear quartz, and it's kind of blue. It's very vibrant blue right now, okay? And he's kind of sticking the staff into this cauldron, okay? As we're all sitting around this portal and it's opening up in front of us. Okay, I have to tell you what I'm hearing before so I still see him doing this, okay? And I'm holding the fairy dust on my fingers still. And then I hear like Indians, Tatanka. I feel like the essence of the Native American tribe, like all of them, not just one tribe. I feel like it's all of the essence of all of it together, which also ties into all of us too, right? Because we are all related. But that is very much so coming up right now as I'm doing this, which is interesting. And I'm hearing a chant. It actually has like a, and it's like a warrior chant. It's like a Native American warrior chant. Oh, it's very, I'm getting chills. Like I don't dare even to, like, this is nuts. But it's very much so relevant and present. Like I can hear it, I can feel the beat. Hum. Ho, ho, ya, ho, ya, ya, ho, ya, hum. Okay, let me come back down off of that one. Okay. I don't know what that just did exactly in layman's terms, but I feel like it opened the portal. It opened this portal and it's connecting through everything. Okay. I am like a gatekeeper. Let me catch my breath. I feel like I'm gonna I'm trying to stand between all these worlds. It's not too. And I still hear the chant very, very softly. Okay, okay. I feel like it's balancing a bit. Okay, bear with me. All right. So literally, you guys, I see many worlds right now, and I feel like I'm standing in the middle of these worlds. And in front of me is Atlantis. Okay, this is the energy I'm opening up. Behind me is Mount Shasta. To the left of me is Lake Titicaca. No, sorry. I feel like it's moving. To the left of me is the Sphinx. To the right of me is Lake Titicaca. And around us, like to my north, what would be like a northwest, would be the pyramids, energy that I've already invoked. So like Indonesia. Thailand. Machu Picchu, Peru, and Brazil. Okay. All of this is opening and I'm balancing it out. Back to the Sphinx. Okay. So I'm starting to draw, but before we go in the Sphinx, so they're going to protect us. We have to be protected before you guys can. So it's like, okay, so that's the next order of business. All right. As you guys are going to be protected because I can't, that's going to be, I'm going to have help with this. And that's what they're telling me. So the Pleiadians are stepping through. The Sirians, the Arturians, the Orions, there's a few different beings stepping in here. So that also is relevant to who the energies that are here. Okay, so these are also invoking the energies of all of us here today, all of us in the Patreon group, and all of us that are going to be here in the future. Okay, so every single energy, every single member of the Patreon group now. Your energy is being called in with a bubble around you prior, with the healing around you prior. I'm invoking your energy. I'm calling in the essence of this bubble and whatever beings need to be with each one of you in this time frame. in order to put this protection and healing around you, around your chakras, around your energy field, around your aura, down to a cellular level, they're telling me, okay? So if you haven't already, make sure your eyes are closed in this moment. Make sure you're just breathing, again, focusing on your energy flowing. Wherever it's not, make sure you're breathing light into that space and make sure the energy is just allowed to flow. That's your only job. You will be receiving gifts as well, okay? And as we're doing that, Merlin is also very much in play, so I will do an invocation of a manifestation and a magical kind, right? So very magical, very powerful energy coming forward. Shifting your manifestation energy like never before, he's saying, okay? I see an owl. An owl is stepping forward now too. Okay, so I'm calling in the owl. All right, and so I feel like Orion's belt. There's something to do with Orion's belt. Orion's belt within the sky, within the stars. I'm seeing it like the. So there's a lot of galactic energy. Forgive me. I feel a lot right now, to be honest with you. Okay. There's a lot of astrological energy at play, okay, as well. Every element of the signs are also being called in to upgrade, to ascend. We're also calling forth the essence of relationship healings that will be needed, okay? Now, not only the Patreon healing people, not only my Patreon members, all of you, this is extending it out forth to those that are with us today and those that will be here in the future. So the members that weren't able to show, we're making sure your essence is also being called in just as powerfully right now. And those who are not members yet will be in the future, or who join the workshop later as well. Okay. So all of you will receive healing in a bubble before I can pull you completely into the portal and we go into the Sphinx. Okay. Now, as we start opening up this bubble healing for you, and what's happening, what I'm seeing is behind you, because remember, we're sitting around this energy portal, my pyramid energy portal. So behind you is your healing bench, right? I've had this come up many times before. And for those that are new, what it is in essence is a crystalline bench that appears, and it's very healing and powerful, okay? And it's very much so pure to your essence. It's yours, right? And so it also changes for each session you do or each healing you receive. Depends on what you need. So each one of you will have a different crystal, okay? Different essences of it. So it's not just limited to crystals. Sometimes it's wood as well. Sometimes it's water-esque, they say. It just depends on whatever you need. Okay. So those are appearing behind you right now. And your beings, whatever they are, your star beings, your star beings, they're like, what they're showing me is their level and rank. They want me to know that. They want to recognize that. Okay. And so they are they're like for the Galactic Council, and then they are their workers. So they're the ones who work more directly with the human population, right? Those of us that are here on Earth. But I feel like it's very much so related to the Galactic Council energy. And so they're just recognizing that. They're the ones who are kind of helping you up onto your bench and are going to put this protection around you. This is your new essence. It's going to be your new aura. I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere. It's like going to allow you to go into these new energies freely and safely and securely, and not go anywhere we don't want to go. And I'm just recognizing that it's also raining right now. So that just started. as I started this work, and it sounds like hail almost, and so I'm also recognizing that. Okay. I do see there's an amber bench. Somebody has an amber bench. Somebody has a rose quartz. Somebody has a wooden one. So I think that's why I was already recognizing the wood. And so if you feel into whatever your crystal is, just take note of it, allow it to be. I feel like it's already opening your heart space as your beings are beginning to basically do surgery on you. That's about what's going to happen. So they're cutting you open to kind of change the essence. It's not, you know, it's spiritual, it's energetically within your bubble, right? This has to do with your aura, your bubble, your energy of who you are. And it's basically going to, like an upgrade. You're getting the universal energies. You're receiving things you weren't able to before because the energies over this last year have ascended in such a way. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm doing justice to the work that they're doing for you. I don't know if you can hear the hail. It's quite loud on my end. That's pretty intense how that came about just now as we've been doing this. So it's powerful. Very powerful energies in play. And as I'm doing that and tapping into that, I'm seeing Merlin, okay? And he's standing there with one hand on the cauldron and he's spinning the energy. I see like musk, like energy coming out of it. It's glowing. He's put things in it. Lightning, I see lightning in his other hand. He's saying something, okay? So let me tap in here. As you guys are already on your table, just receive whatever is coming for you. They're doing everything with all your chakras, with your aura. Whatever is needed for you, it's different for each of you. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to tap into Merlin, and we'll go from there. Ooh. He takes me to omnipresence, being omnipresent, being omnipresent, being omnipresent. I'm omnipresent for all to see, all energies entwined like the deep blue sea. The power, the joy, the love, secure. There are no boundaries. You're free. You are safe like never before. You are protected from councils you don't know exist. We call on the essence of purity, form, of magic and power and light, pure. We tap into this portal that you can't tap into evermore. We grant you access to these energies, Lord. So now I'm seeing the Akashic records come into play above his head. Pure love's delight in essence form. So I saw a lightning go down like to the core of the earth and it kind of split it open. Okay. We change now the pathways. New love's reborn. The divine portal is open. May all your wildest dreams come true. Fear is eliminated. Time is in your hands. Time is pure. time is now true. Okay. As that happened, I saw the staff and everything close out. The earth closed out. The energy closed out. And Merlin is standing there. I feel like I'm somewhat in him and somewhat outside of him now. He's just so beautiful. Oh, I love his energy. It's just very blue. He's just very, I see so much blue coming from him to me. So he is actually touching all of your forehead with his thumb, holding the staff, standing in front of each one of you here now. That will be here in the future and here even further in the future. All of your energy. He's doing this and will do this for all of you. He says many times over his pleasure, but he is touching your forehead with this beautiful blue light that was like in essence part of his staff. So he's sharing his energy with you. And as he's doing that, I see the Merkaba, you guys. It's like connecting to the Earth's Merkaba energy as well. Okay, so some of you, they're already done. Some of you are starting to sit up off your bench, but you're sitting up slowly. It's going to be a slow transition back into the center, and then we're going to go to the Sphinx. Okay. As you're finishing up, now I get to call in the cards really quick. We have also made sure all your chakras are open in order to receive what you are about to receive. So they're kind of explaining to me, we're not necessarily going to go into the Sphinx, but you are going to allow the energy to be around you, through you, and your body will be able to withstand it. Because those who go fully down to the Sphinx, it's like that portal, right? So we are basically activating it. We are calling in the energy. We are standing in between all worlds and allowing our bodies to embrace them. And now I hear the thunder and lightning. The hail ended as Merlin ended his words, by the way. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I was shuffling as I was talking to you. I'm not kidding. And I pulled Realm Bridger, okay, and that's what they had told me. I had to like open the portal. We're bridging the realm. We are in essence bringing all worlds, all energies, to everything together right now, okay? And so that's what's going on. That's what we're doing. That's what this energy is. Your body needed to be able to house all worlds, all energies that are open for the short period of time. I feel like July 31st is a relevant number. And then I told you Mount Shasta was in play, and the card that I pulled is Mount Shasta. No joke. Cannot make it up. It is absolutely Mount Shasta, number 37. Okay, that is very much so relevant and in play right now and part of this portal. Why we had to clear it out, that's what they're telling me. Okay. Then we also have, and this is also relevant because I saw an owl, remember, and then I was also drawn to my animal cards. But from the Lemuria deck, we have furred and feathered friends. Okay, so they are very much so relevant. Their energy is all called forth. The lions, the energy is part of this portal as well. And just all of our guides, spiritual friends, our loved ones, the animal essences are very much so called forth and relevant. They have to be, and we call their protection as well. I wish for them to be protected, and that is our intention going forth through this portal energy, activating them and everything else that we just opened up. Okay. I feel like most of you are already almost done. There's just a few of you left. As they're doing that, each one of you are also receiving a gift. There's like a couple necklaces that I'm seeing, something going around your neck. It could be a scarf, a necklace, number of things that they are giving you. So just recognize that if you don't see it, know it's happening. But this is for you for being here. And then the brown bear spirit, take time out, right? You must take time out to integrate these energies. It's absolutely imperative. The bear hibernates. The bear hibernates to be healthy, to be safe, to be secure, to rest, to not have to stress. They know their food goes away. And so oh, wow. Pamela's been there before downstairs. That's so cool. I had no idea. I didn't even know that was real, Pamela. I'm sorry. I was just recognizing the comments. Pamela says she's been there before to the Akashic Records in the Sphinx downstairs. I had no idea. And so thank you for the validation. This is new for me. I've never done this one before. So thank you for the validation of that. And so we are well aware now that even with Merlin too, the Akashic Records is much so in play, and so is the Sphinx, and so is the energy of the portal. Which the way they're showing me this one, Pamela, it's like going into like darkness. And so we'll see how it goes. I don't know all of it. We haven't gone in yet. We're still getting protected. So we'll see where it goes. I don't like to say anything because I never know. So thank you for the validation. That makes me feel good. All day I was like, this better be like structured. And I'm like, but I don't know what's coming. And thank you. I needed to hear that. All right. So I'm getting a little of my juice while we're finishing up. I want one more animal card that I'm going to pull, and then a moon card. And then we should be about ready to go through these energies. And I do see going down the stairs a bit, but I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I love this. And so with Merlin's energy, I feel this one really in play. And like Van Gogh, for some reason, Van Gogh is sticking out for me, which is very interesting because I don't think he really has anything to do with this card. But it's electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. But Van Gogh, he let his creativity, he channeled through his art. So I think maybe we could pay attention to those things a little better, right? Some of those were absolutely channeled images that people see, channeled feelings, channeled messages, and so on. So whenever we look at those artwork pieces, even to this day, maybe we can open up the way we look at them. I feel like, of course, some of us already do this, but for those that don't, maybe it's a new perspective we need. Okay, and so also bring your ideas to life. Allow your creative spark, okay, to surface and to be very much so present. And that's what this is also about. Eliminating any blocks that keep your creativity at bay. Beautiful. You guys we are about to test. So they are telling me the reasoning is like very powerful energies. Okay, you're going to receive downloads through each chakra system, much like we have done before. And these are with all energies of all the portal. It's all open. We just opened it, whatever I did. I don't even know what I said with the Indian thing. I wish I knew. I felt like very powerful, and I may have to actually watch this one back over. Yeah, okay. So I'm just thanking them. I feel it's very beautiful, and I still have tears in my eyes. Okay, and this has been coming through, you guys. I have some ideas coming through, so maybe you'll be on board with me. I think it might be something fun that we're about to embark upon. And so I'm just letting you know this kind of represents into that. A movement awakens my creative spirit, okay? And I feel like this is important in so many ways. I feel like when you do healings with me, it's okay to rest for a day or two, but we must move. We must move our bodies. We need to get oxygen into our bodies. So move your arms up, and I feel like this is very relevant. This is absolutely what this card means, is that physical movement as well as energetic movement from today forward is super important, because these are a lot of energy is going to be coming through from this moment forward. It doesn't stop. Remember, it's not just today. Okay, and it's like waves, and that's what they're showing me. So make sure you keep moving for some time, right? Like every other day if you need to, whatever your body feels it needs. But that is super relevant for this work that we're doing today. I hope you guys can hear this thunderstorm. Super Jacinth, I think I did read that you said there's one there too. That's amazing. I love it. I feel like that's so crazy. As soon as I started channeling Merlin, it really started hailing. And then when he finished, the hail went away. And then the lightning started rolling through, and it's still raining. It's just beautiful. I'm just thanking them and recognizing that also. Okay, I feel like we're all about done now, and we're back sitting in the center. Ooh, you guys, and with that, when I closed my eyes, I saw those waves, and I haven't seen those that strong in a while. And that's definitely a time change, like a warp, like a a timeline shift, really. Okay, so let's calm our energy back down to the center. All right, and so now I'm drawn to the pyramid, the Egyptian energy, and the Sphinx. So we don't have to move. Okay. The center pyramid that we are all sitting around is in essence calling in the Sphinx energy. They're connecting into one. Okay. So it's almost as if we are now sitting around the Sphinx. Okay. So I am drawn to the Earth's Merkaba, I'm drawn to Merlin, the Akashic Records, and the Sphinx. The Sphinx is starting to shake, it's starting to rumble, it's starting to shake, it's starting to rumble. And then the Native Americans also, which is very beautiful. I had no idea they'd be here as well. But that's that chant. Is still in the background for the essence of this. Okay. As the portal of the Sphinx is beginning to open up. And this is why I had done something to it before, because there was something that we would have had to remove prior. It was something that had to be taken out. They knew what this was. I didn't know what this was. I had no idea until today. So I'm well aware some of you might have. So welcome to my world. See how I receive. I like it that way. It's fun. So it's very cool. So what I'm seeing is like that rumble, and then the sand between the legs is like shaking, and the doors are opening, and it's like they're golden doors, almost like golden doors. I feel like they're golden doors. Okay. And now as it's opening up, okay. Your guide, the one that gave you a bubble of protection, we are going to go down the steps, is grabbing your hand, okay, and standing you up. And each one of you is beginning to line up at the portal. And then I hear the snake is coming up right now. Snake is very much so. I'm seeing snakes at the forgive me, the energy is overwhelming. Snakes are at the doorway, and they are kind of flooding through. This is not negative energy at all, you guys. This is very powerful energy, very much so representative of the Egyptian ties too, if you take note. So they're having us recognize this. Throughout all the Egyptian writing, you will see snakes, okay? And it's representative of guardians of the gateway. It's representative of power, guardians of your power, essence of source, and they're also messengers in essence, okay? But messengers of upgrade. Do you understand? So as we are lined up here, and the snakes are very much so, and it's the first time I can really honestly tell you, I feel like I'm surrounded by snakes, and I'm completely in awe and in wonderment, and so I'm recognizing that as well. Okay, and I'm seeing an eagle, I'm seeing the owl, I'm seeing all these animals come in and surround the gateway. And now I'm seeing the eye of Hera. Is that what it is? The eyes of Hera are actually coming up and forming above the Sphinx, and they are open. They are wide open. Okay, I'm seeing both of them, and they are actually appearing above this, above this, above the Sphinx. In the Akashic records, the golden writing of it is like popping up off of the pages and dancing, kind of moving with the Native American tone. Who knew it's also Native American in there? I had no idea. Okay. They're asking you to breathe because they are putting light codes into your heart space now before we can enter. Allowing you to know the information that is permeating into your soul. For each one of you are now beginning to enter the portal. The time change portal. The portal of time change, ending, movement. Okay. As we're beginning to enter the portal, I'm seeing a Pharaoh rise. She calls her energy a celestial being of light and transition. For those that can hear the call, that have heard the call, that have received the call, and will still receive the call for a little bit of time, can now enter. All of the rest will no longer exist in this world. The time change is now. As I'm seeing that, I'm seeing the earth change, the beginning to change. So the earth is like in two. The earth is in two, and it's beginning to be very vibrant. So the colors are changing. It's like in the Wizard of Oz. That's a really good reference, where it goes from black and white to color, and it's like fading in right in front of your eyes, like fading as you're going into the energy of this portal. Everything seemed brighter, even though these stairs in front of you that are now presenting themselves are dark. I am seeing the colors of the world change in front of our eyes, from gloomy and hazy to vibrant and pure. As that's happening, the sun is entering your heart and encasing your entire being. And you are receiving more downloads from Source. As this is going through you, I see a line. There's a line. There's an energetic line running through your body, through your chakras, through your energy, out of your root, out of your feet, going through the core of the earth. Now, as it's doing this, it's coming back up and going into your loved ones, all of your relations. Those of you that are genetically connected are now also being affected. And then the Akashic Records is coming into play. For this bravery, you're all being granted a gift that is also coming into your essence, into your form. You may receive a symbol. If you do, just recognize it. If you don't, just know it's for you and it's already there. And you will receive it and see it as it's needed and available to you as you accept it into your energy more and more. Okay, now we are all in the portal and we are all walking down the steps. And as we're doing that, even though it's dark, everything gets lit up as we touch it. That's how it's showing to me. And everything seems gold, but it is very much so pyramid energy. The Sphinx door just shut. Like nobody else can come in. They're not allowed in. They're not, it's very much so being protected and guarded. So I'm seeing these guards. I'm seeing guards go in front of the door. This is like no joke. Like, okay. Again, like I said, we're not allowed to, I feel like we're being we're being taken to a special place. That's what they're showing me. But I'm not sure it's all the way down and through, because I feel like what we just did is we opened up this portal. So it's like a black hole, but it's like the galaxy. It's like a black hole, but I see like the galaxy. It's very interesting to me. And that's at the bottom of the stairs. And so we can't go all the way. We can't go all the way down. We can't go all the way down. We can't go all the way down. That's just it's like taking my, it's like, so we are going to a place of a fountain. What I see is like a fountain. What I see is like off, it's like off a little, it's down the stairs a little bit, and it's off a little, okay? And so we can see the portal, and I don't like heights, and so I'm like, but it doesn't really feel like that. It's just very, very never ending. I don't see a bottom. I don't see an end. I see this portal. It's very massive. Okay. And then over here, it's where we're going. And it's just like this ledge, and it's very golden, but like the essence of the structure of the pyramid, still the same material. They're also bringing in the Garden of Eden and the Tree of Life, whatever that represents here as well. So both energies are very much so present. But in this place we're just about to is like this fountain. It's like this fountain. It's like a gateway. Okay, it's like a compass, like a control almost. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. So we're all coming to like this landing, and then there's this portal, and we can see it. We aren't going there. We're safe. We're protected. And that's what they're saying. No matter what you feel, see, hear, we are safe and we are protected. It's the portal of time. It's shifted. It's the portal of time. We were able to open it like we were meant to. So I'm receiving a message, and I'm like, okay, normally I would say it as I receive it. I feel like, hold on. I am the Pharaoh of time. I was one of the first most powerful pharaohs to ever roam this planet Earth you call Earth, the planet you call Earth. He was created in essence to purify the souls, to see if people can find their way home. Home is our heart. Home is in your heart. Home has always been with you. Your heart is your key to everything. Everything you need is found there. All your answers, your help, ask from your heart, and you shall receive without despair. As that was being said, so I saw this. Okay, so the Pharaoh like shifted this thing. It's like this thing here. I thought it was like a fountain. It is like a fountain because it does have water. There's very much so water relevance here. The water element can flow through. But she moved it. She shifted it. And as that happened, you guys, this portal is like starting to draw in the energy. And that's what I'm seeing. It is drawing down the energy that needs to move. Okay? It's moving the energy. It's starting to draw in the energy flow. Draw out the energy that must go. Okay? And that's what it is. And she, Hakte, or Ma, a different language. For out of the darkness the light must flow. The light has risen, and the darkness now must go. The time has come, the time's no more. Time is gone. It basically went out the door. And so it's like that dome again. It's like coming off the earth. That stupid dome is just peeling piece by piece. And it's always in like the hexagon shape. I think that's the shape. Okay, you guys. So right now the Akashic Records is very much into play. Okay, Saint Germain is coming forward, and he is going into your chakra systems, and he is writing down the upgrades you have just received as we've been going through this portal, through this energy, activating this portal. But in essence, becoming part of the power. So that's what they're trying to describe to you today. And I just got chills as I said that. You're all receiving an amount of power. It is part of your essence. It's not of who you are. But it's in the purest form. This is access we've never had before, and Spirit is recognizing that. That's what they've been talking about, the ascension. Who is open to receive the purest light form, the highest possible outcome, the highest ability to understand, to know who you are. And it's funny because I just heard Fountain of Youth and Garden of Eden. And then that song, in the Garden of Eden, honey, don't you know that I love you? Whatever. I'm like, okay. So it's very interesting energy here. Okay, this is also biblical. And so that's also in play. That essence is being drawn in. It's being recognized. Just breathe. They're asking you to breathe. If you feel any non-movement, just focus on your breath. Focus on receiving. Just allow yourself to receive. Set the intention to receive. That is all you must do. The snake is very much so relevant. Okay, so it's like a power upgrade. I get to upgrade your power. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Do you guys remember the story of when I removed the snake from my solar plexus? Whatever I get to do with you now, it has to do with the snake in your solar plexus. So I get to basically pull your own snakes out of your solar plexus, so to speak. It's like I get to upgrade your power center. That's so exciting. So you get a power center upgrade from me. I didn't realize. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to do that. As you just focus on your breath, I'm going into each of your solar plexus. And we're removing any blocks. I'm also upgrading the connections from your solar plexus to the rest of your chakras as they are upgrading your Akashic records. Okay. And I've got to tell you, people are already going through the portal. So whatever, not people, they're not people. And so let me erase that word. They're not people. They're darkness. All right. Okay. So as I go in, I'm also drawn to Saturn energy. So we're calling in Saturn and the energy of Saturn now to immediately like conjunct the Earth. I'm bringing Saturn conjunct the Earth. I'm bringing Saturn conjunct the Earth. Okay, so it's like I could just like step from Earth to the Saturn. I can literally just step from Earth to Saturn. As I'm going in your solar plexus, we're calling in the energy of Saturn. We're calling in the energy of Gaia, Mother Earth. I am upgrading and asking to upgrade your power and receptive centers. Some of you will be able to reach mastery if you're willing to do the work. I mean master level, master ascension. Opening up that, upgrading you to that ability. It's like a beginning point to that ascension portal for you by this power center upgrade. I'm like seeing so many patterns going on, so many beautiful different patterns and shapes and geometric forms being, it's like the wall of this energy bubble that's like, it's like very much so beautifully energetic and form and moving and going into your solar plexus. We are still, I'm letting you know, in the energy of the Sphinx portal, okay, as we're receiving these upgrades. And you're being completely protected. So what I'm seeing is what they would call a UFO above Earth right now. You guys, that's what I see right now. That's what I see right now. And it's massively large and it's spinning and it's showing its lights. It's not hiding. And that's what I'm seeing right now. I don't know the relevance and why that's coming through, but I see it. I see it. And it's like peering through. It's like now that the dome is being collapsed, we can see it. And you can see it very vibrantly and true. And this is a protector. This is not an enemy. They're helping. They're Pleiadians. And Ash Star is very much so relevant as well. His energy is coming through all over the place. So I'm just recognizing that also. I'm removing some debris and some trauma for some upgrade as well. Okay, so it's like we're just removing it from the essence of core of self, and we're shining so much healing and light, so much healing and light, so much pain relief, so much healing and light, and bringing the essence of souls together in unity and form, even if on this earth. So it's like the veil has changed so much in 5D where you'll be able to feel the essence of your loved ones like never before going forward. Okay. And so that's opening up here. This is like going into your solar plexus and your abilities. It's like a new upgrade in how to read everything, how to receive everything. Okay, it's going into 5D energy with it. So it's new, completely new for this and any other life ever here. Okay. And so just know your body is going through a lot. And that's what they're showing me at this time. And so you're being supported in a lot of ways. All right. And so your spirit animals are stepping forward. Your guides are stepping forward. Your angels. Your everything is here to help you and support you. So just please be open to listening and following the directions going forward. Your reality may severely change, but it's all positive. Do you understand? And always through free will, only if you let it occur. I'm seeing love connections and flowers and daisies and as above, so below. Haniel is coming in and filling all of your cups with joy and love and light. And she's filling it so full. They were quite empty. I'm not sure how aware you guys were, all of you, even those that weren't with us today here, and that will be in the future. Your cups are very empty right now. And so she is filling those so that you can feel so happy with who you are, to give yourself love at the core before you pour it out of you and into others. Love is everywhere, and she's sprinkling that all over. So she's filling your cups and she's up-leveling the vibration of love through you and all around you. They are finishing the Akashic records. I'm seeing them close out your heart chakra, okay? And your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown, your galactic, your universal. All of these chakras above you, below you, around you. You guys, right now I'm tapping into the aquatic life. I'm literally seeing octopus. I'm seeing an octopus. I'm seeing a jellyfish. There's like all these different beings coming into play. The water is very much so of relevance. The sea life is very much so of relevance, and they're about to claim their space. Okay? Whatever that means. So they're kind of tapping into your energy. They're allowing your essence and form to just kind of be very mellow. Healing through the water. Like they can sense the movement. I don't know how else to describe this. That's what they're showing me. The water life, the sea life senses movement within their existence, and they are ready to move. I don't know how else to explain this. That's what I'm being shown right now. Okay, you guys. So we're done with the upgrades, with the Akashic Records, the downloads, the light codes, and your gifts. Okay. Merlin has granted your wishes, so please hold on to them. Like he likes the number 3. You know, so of course, like 3 main focuses would be appreciated, he said, but in beautiful form. And raise your bar. Like don't do little $5 ones. Okay. In essence, you are engulfed in all of the energies of this portal. It's running through you, around you, to your loved ones. All of you are being accessed, healed, okay, from this energy as it moves forward. They're saying July 31st, in essence, is our time frame for when this will be closed out, okay? And so I'm hearing, do we need to do anything? There's not a lot you need to do other than try to keep your vessel clean at times, right? So if you indulge, please enjoy things. That's what they're saying. Enjoy your time, enjoy your space, enjoy your things, but then do a balance and clean your system. Does that make sense? So try to keep things flowing the best that you can. So if you have a little grease, just make sure you're flushing it out a little bit afterwards, okay? That's all they're asking for. Self-love, self-care. They are going to be flushing out some toxins. Some of you had a little bit of your pHs were off. So this isn't just an upgrade within the spiritual realm. So we are all starting to line up back on the steps as well to go back up. And that's what I'm seeing. But this is also an upgrade in health. Okay. And so whatever ailments were actually present, whether you were aware of them or not, are being cleansed and either brought to the surface to be eliminated as they're being eliminated. So if you see anything, just give it time and space. Okay. So as we're all lining up, what I see is like angelic beings. That's what they're considering us as, is angelic beings. Okay. Forget about the star being, forget about all this other stuff. It's like simple angels of angelic form, divine light. We're all glowing pure white light, and we all have wings. And so I'm just bringing that forth and recognizing that as well. Where you take these is all on you. It's about where you want to dance with it. Where do you want to take these new energies going forward is completely in your hands. The freedom is all yours, and you will be supported any way, shape, or form. That's abundance. It's true abundance in form. And so they're asking you to make way for the absolute true abundance. It's not limited in any way. And as you start to feel limits because of old ways or old energies creeping up as we go through the July 31st portal, just let them go, breathe them through, and just know that there are no limits. Okay. There are no limits. You have access to everything you need immediately. That's true 5D energy, and that's what Spirit's showing me. It's all about, you've got to learn to allow the newness in and release the old. Okay. So I'm hearing the Pharaoh, the Egyptian council. So there's an Egyptian council that's tapping in right now. That's tapping in right now. It's tapping in right now. Okay. So give me a second. Give me a second. This is very interesting. So I see these beings, and they're standing above the Sphinx as we are coming out of the portal. Okay. So it opened up and we are coming out of the portal. You guys, it's remaining open, but it's like tying into the Earth's Merkaba. I'm seeing all the pyramid energies. This is a very powerful portal. And as we're exiting out of the doors, the wind is like, it's just, that's the energy. It's like you can feel the energy. It's like, whoosh, right? if that makes sense. Okay, and so make sure as you're coming out, I'm going to immediately ground you. We're going to immediately take the energy and ground it back into the earth. And what they're showing me, the earth is completely shifted into, the sun is very much so relevant. If you can have access to the actual sunlight, they recommend doing so as much as you can for moments in time, right? Don't like hurt yourself. But to allow purification on a skin level, cellular level helps. If you can't, just imagine it doing so. Okay, there's a lot of light coming through the sun right now. There's a lot of newness coming through, and the penetration from that force shield or whatever that shield thingy was that we've eliminated can now penetrate in a different way. And so they're just asking you to connect with that energy flow because it's like never before. Okay, going forward. Does that make sense? I hope I said that clearly. Merlin, whoops, he's a female. Listen, Merlin is kissing your forehead. So just, he's kissing your forehead. Just, he's kissing your forehead. You're a beautiful gift, he said. You're already a beautiful gift yourself. So why not deserve much more? And that's what he says. And that's what he wants you to believe. Okay? All right. He's thanking you all. He's thanking us all for doing this today. I'm seeing unity in form. Okay, it's pure essence and unity in form. Oh, they want you to know something. They want you to know something. There's something going around, apparently, everybody's mouths that like not enough may ascend, warning, these warning signs and all this kind of stuff. And they're actually like clapping, and they're saying a lot of people are actually ascending in this energy. Okay, and so they're just saying, good job, right? Like, well done. Like, rest assured, things are moving in a better way than they could have ever imagined. Okay. And yeah, and as I'm saying that, I'm seeing like golden sparks. So there's still even people waking up to this day, to this movement, and it's going to continue moving forward, especially with these portals open now. This energy is massive all over the earth. So if you see changes, just please ground yourself and know that they are, in essence, temporary, minimal in form. Okay, and that's what Spirit's asking. Go within, not without. Bamboo is flexible but strong. Flexible but strong. And that's what they're asking us to tie into. Ground with bamboo, tie into bamboo. Bamboo holds lots of knowledge, lots of purity, and lots of agility and strength like never before. Bamboo should be, and it grows like crazy. Why we don't tap into that? And so Spirit's calling on that essence of bamboo right now, okay? And allowing you to tap into that strength and agility and movement and flow of what bamboo really is. All right, so I'm making sure you're all grounded as we come out of this one. You're all still very much so in this energy portal. Like I said, it's not going anywhere until the 31st. So the way I see it is we're all encased in this universal energy flow, but we're safe, okay? So even if you feel wind and shifting, just know that you're safe. And then Mount Shasta is behind me, and that's separate. So it's separate. It's not quite in the energy, and that's what I'm seeing, okay? And so that's what's coming out now. But it's very much so part of the portal, and it's free. It's open. It's part of that portal. It's part of that portal flow. It's part of that portal flow. Oh, it's like open and flowing. And so what it's showing me is like an energetic pyramid. And it's like, whoo, it's almost like a volcano would do. You know how a volcano releases energy? And that's what they're showing me with Mount Shasta. It's releasing all of that energy. Oh, and that's like the card. You know, in the card, how it like has the streaks of light releasing? That makes so much sense now. Oh, I never got that until now. So it's like releasing the energy flow. That way we don't explode. Okay? That makes so much sense. So all that pressure within this earth for the portal is the white light. All of it's very pure in form, and it's coming through Mount Shasta as this portal is open. Okay. But that doesn't mean there's not movement. All right. There will be movement. There's no way around that. You cannot do this work on the earth and not have some form of movement. But of course, the intention is that it's minimal as minimal can be. Okay. And I'm setting that now. All right, you guys, I feel like you're all becoming grounded. It's like grounding a whole new year. It really is. It's like this big energy just went boom back into the earth. And the earth is just very energetically flowing and moving right now. And so it's really crazy. You're like in the center of this ball, but the energy is moving between all these portals. And so just know that's what's happening. You might actually feel like you're on a roller coaster at times. You might feel like you're dizzy or shifting from time to time, going through these time frames, moving forward, and that's normal. There's no way around that. There's nothing wrong with you for the most part. Okay, if you think there is, check it out. But for the most part, it's just this shifting energy you're grounded into. Let more love in, because that's going to be knocking at your door. You're going to notice a lot of times moving forward from this day forth where you're going to be asked to expand your perspective of love and let in more light into your heart space going forward. It's this vast energy now that is allowing more light in, and so allow it to come in. As that happens, you're going to be presented in your life with situations that ask you to do so. Just let love in ways you may not have before. So be aware. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to say yes and let more light in. Okay. I feel like I just threw up my own snake. So I just saw it go, bleh, and then I feel like I was going to throw up. All right. There's a giant Merkaba around us all. Like, this portal is very much so active. Again, they're just reiterating it's not shutting down. I can't close it out because normally I close out our energy and I'm like all done. Boop, 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 boop. So when it's time, it will naturally close out. Okay. But we are disconnected in form. Like, we're not going to completely affect each other in such a way where we're making each other cry or changing the moods or anything like that. But we are all very much so actively in the energies and protections that we receive today of this active, very much so active portal. It's like a black hole. That's the way I see it. And it's at the bottom of the Sphinx. Okay? That's what's up. It's at the bottom of the Sphinx. And the Mount Shasta is very much so related. It's like the light flowing through. And if it was blocked, we wouldn't have been able to do this work. And so that's pretty awesome. I always kind of wondered what the relevance there was. Now I know. And there was an answer. Okay. Sometimes we don't receive answers when we think we will, but we will when we need them. All right, you guys. So we are making sure you're protected. Okay. I get to close out the bubble. I get to close out the outer bubble. And so that's what I'm doing now. I want you guys to take your time to come out of this as needed. Make sure you ground yourself completely. Again, this is 20,000 times more than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what this represents in the world coming forward. And now I know why I almost did not show up today, because this was big. Okay. So please be kind to yourself. Pay attention to your crystals. They're getting an upgrade as well. Your crystals, all of your healing tools and modalities, card decks, things of that nature are also all being called into this portal and getting an upgrade. Okay? The Pharaoh of the Sphinx, the Sphinx of the Pharaoh, the Sphinx of the Pharaoh. She's beautiful. I want to say her name, but it's like so exotic, and I'm so white girl, like I'm like intimidated. But she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's not quite like any of them I've ever seen. She's almost softer, but she's way more powerful, and her makeup is like golden. And she's just beautiful. She emanates gold light. She's very powerful. Her voice is so powerful, exotic, and soft all at the same time. And her energy is in that Sphinx. It really truly is. It really truly is. So I'm just thanking all of the beings, all of our guides that were with us today, helping us, protecting us, and creating this healthy situation for our bodies to receive these energies. Our spirit guides, all of our heart spaces for being open to receive. Thank everybody. Thank the Lord. Thank everything and everyone. And thank Gaia. I do. I feel so generous right now, and like I just want to be so grateful. That's how I feel. That's the energy I feel like we're stepping out into. Like I'm so grateful right now. I'm so grateful for all of you, and for God, and for everyone, for all of the angels that have walked us through these journeys, that have brought us to these places, that have provided these miraculous insights and growth, and this miraculous healing of the earth, and understanding of these time frames we never quite could put our finger on, to allow us to have even more growth coming forward, that's coming for all of us, is just beyond understanding, beyond compare, and more beautiful than anybody can ever understand in this lifetime. It'll be fully understood on the other side. That's how much it is, and it means. And it's like God is just raining down his heavens to you. Okay? So I know I'm not perfect, but thank you all for being with me through this journey. And please be kind to yourself as I make sure you're going to continue being grounded. Okay, I'm like anchoring it in. So be it, and so it is. What's done is done. Okay. $422. That's pretty interesting. Oh, sorry. That was way more than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not kidding when I told you I woke up this morning saying I'm not going to do it. I didn't want to show today. My chest even started hurting. I feel like it was just all because through this thing, my chest felt fine. You guys, I hear the birds chirping out my window now. The rain is completely gone. Like, now there's birds chirping out the window, and I'm like flowing with tears. So excuse me, I don't look that great. That was crazy. That was crazy, you guys. The weather went with it, like completely. Like a movie would. That's nuts. I'm just acknowledging how crazy. Like, that was truly the rain pattern went with the energy of that workshop like I've never experienced before. I can feel it, I can sense it, I could hear it. It was nuts. That was so beautiful. Excuse me, I have to wipe some of these off my face. I hope you guys were able to receive how much that really was. I don't even remember what I said. I'm like so trying to figure out what that activation of the portal was. I'm so grateful it's on recording. That was, and it was way more than I ever imagined. So thank you guys so much for being here for that one. Pamela.